Out from the shadow of the Texas Longhorns and straight into the SEC. Does Texas A&M really know what it's getting into? Mark Rogers TV back from the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown and back to college football with kickoff just 3 weeks away. Looking at 2012 Texas A&M, and of course the hopes for this program to compete in the SEC down the road rests in recruiting the great state of Texas. The hopes for this season may rest mostly in offensive philosophy. First-year head coach Kevin Sumlin comes from Houston, where he spread out the defense, where he threw it a zillion times, rather about 60 times a game, and gave the defenses different looks. SEC defensive coordinators have never seen anything like this in this league. The hopes rest on quarterback Jamil Showers. He's just a sophomore. Ryan Tannehill off to the NFL, a first-round pick of the Miami Dolphins. So Jamil Showers, with just a handful of reps against the big-time college football defenses, gets the nod over Matt Jekyll, also a sophomore. So A&M with little experience behind center, or rather about 7 yards behind center. So it rests on Showers, who's got all the tools, fast feet, a cannon arm, but again, inexperienced. So he's going to take his knocks against the Alabamas, the LSUs, and even deeper into the SEC. The running backs are going to have to play a role here for A&M to be successful. Kristen Michael ran for 900 yards and 8 touchdowns, but he tore his ACL. Is he going to come back at full strength? We also have Trey Williams, a parade All-American, 48 touchdowns as a senior. He may have to get into the mix because Brandon Williams, sophomore transfer from Oklahoma, this guy has all the tools as well, but he may not be eligible. That has yet to be ruled by the NCAA, and Ben Molina is just flat out serviceable, but cannot carry it 15 or 20 times in this league. Let's look at the wide receivers. They are really good with Ryan Swope, 89 catches, 1,200 yards, 11 touchdowns. And Uzoma Nwachukwu, I got it out, 50 receptions, and he had a bad ankle. Texas A&M is very deep and talented at wide receiver, but will those guys get the football because of the quarterback situation? The offensive line is stacked. This may be the best line in the country with Patrick Lewis, a 4-year starter at center. We also have Ryan Matthews, and we've got Luke Jekyll playing the tackles. This line is great. The defense, not so much. This defense got shredded despite talent all over the place. Gave up 30 points or more 6 times. The best player is Sean Porter, outside linebacker, 9.5 sacks. He can run. And what's really interesting about the A&M defense that makes little sense is that this defense led the nation in sacks with 51, but was 109th against the pass. Jonathan Stewart's the middle linebacker. He had 98 tackles, but the hopes for A&M and really the concerns rest in the secondary. The defensive backs, think Clemson here. Loads of talent and athleticism, but they got shredded. They were lost most of the time, and tackling was kind of a foreign thing, kind of hit or miss by choice thing at Texas A&M as they got shredded again most of the time and giving up tons of points. The concern here, besides the secondaries, in the defensive line, because while the Big 12 is pass happy, the SEC is going to grind it out and pound it straight ahead. A&M's fast and small, the middle is soft. Teams like LSU and Alabama will run it and pound it on A&M. Texas A&M has a brutal schedule in the SEC and playing in the Western Division. We look for 4 wins tops in the conference. 4-4 is the best the Aggies can hope for. Maybe 3-5 if you look at the schedule is what we look at. But with a very weak non-conference schedule, the Aggies do make a bowl game in their first year in the Southeastern Conference. Would love to hear what you have to say about Texas A&M's chances in the SEC on Mark Rogers TV.